Hi all, Prompt here, and I'm excited to present a dupe. Now, I did not discover it, but it is for 1.19.4. If the inventor wants to come forward and get credit later on, I'll add that in the description. So make sure to check to see if there are credits in there at the time of watching this, but really you just want a tutorial today. So this is going to be a bit of a long one, but this is so you can use it for reference for all your duping needs. So for starters, I'm pointing in the south direction. Direction is important here, so make sure your dupe machine, which is an auto dupe by the way, is oriented correctly. So I'm going to start by making this 2x2 platform. We're going to put a C pickle here, and then on this side here and here we're going to put a large amethyst bud. This whole setup is designed to help you you're going to put a boat on this at a certain point, and this is all just to help keep a boat in a proper position, which will make sense shortly. I'm going to just kind of raise... I've been told not to do the barrier too big. So anyways, it's going to look like that there. So for the next bit, I'm going to grab a dropper, well, multiple droppers really. And what you need is a dropper facing up here, all right? And then a dropper facing in like that. The reason being, I'm going to grab a hopper. This is going to be a mechanism because a lot of this is automated. So hopper is going to point in there because at a certain point the items are going to be dropping into here, which you'll see soon. So get that like so, and I'll go ahead and put a note block here. Note blocks, when they have a redstone signal, will attract the attention of an allay, just to kind of narrate as we go why we are doing what we are doing. Also, there's going to be a piston when things need to be straightened out and moved around here. So we're just kind of focusing on this area. So far it should look like this. We're going to rearrange things a little bit, but at least now we have an area that's going to enclose a boat. I think we'll go ahead and get the boat into position now as well if we can. Let's see if I can do it before making more in this area. Very nice, very nice. I'm going to open up my debugging menu because you've got to have it apparently... Oh, I'm going the wrong way. We got to go back into here. We want to drop down onto the sea pickle and between the amethyst buds, just like so. And now you have to have the boat perfectly straight. Okay. And I'm also looking in the top left-hand corner of my debugging menu here, and I do want to have all zeros. Perfect, just like that. So all zeros. If you're using the wrong size amethyst buds, like I've used before on accident, you'll have issues. I had it perfect. Anyways, straight. And I've been told it doesn't have to be perfectly 0, 0, but I like it to be there. All right. Boom. Alright, and I probably took a little bit too long to do this, but hey, you will too, at least the first time. So now we have our boat here, and you're going to need a second account to do this. So if you're doing it in single player, you'll need to open to LAN and join with a second account to set this up. I know not everyone out there has an alt account, but I know a lot of you do. Or at least, do it with a friend. But anyways, that boat's set up there for now. And next bit here, 1, 2, just kind of making a platform so we can set down a sticky piston. The sticky piston's going to go here, and then we can break both of these. We don't need either of them anymore, I hope. And then an observer facing the sky, so that the signal's facing down, and essentially it's just so that when this piston extends, redstone signal goes into this dropper. Also, there's a little bit of redstone magic around here as well. So you should have something looking like this. And then I'm going to get a repeater. I'm going to bring it down here. And you're going to put a 1 tick delay on the repeater. So just click it once. And we're going to put some redstone dust right here. Okay, so when that comes across, there's going to be a signal that goes into the note block. And then there's going to be a 1 tick delay after the note block fires where the piston fires. I think I'm understanding that. So we've got that bit done. Very nice. Now, what's going to happen behind this piston is really just making a slow redstone clock. So we're going to make that clock real quick. Okay, so that's going to be just kind of a redstone line. So then it would be doot doot, because it's going to be a 4x2 of repeaters. So that's 1 1, 2 2, 3 3, 4 4, and then just, you know, so we have some redstone dust at the end here. And then I like to just kind of break this until the end when I want to activate it. But let's go ahead and get our clock going. I don't think direction really matters as long as we just set the delay properly. So there we go, that's a clock. Make these all 4 tick delays. There we go, very nice. And then just to trigger it, there's plenty of ways you could get the clock going. I'm just going to use a redstone torch here. And I'm gonna, there we go. So now we got a redstone clock ready when we want to activate it. This next bit here, what are we gonna do next? Let's go ahead and set up the barrier over here. A really important part of this is getting a minecart with a chest in it to bounce shulkers off of. It's kind of a weird setup, but you know, I have no idea how it was worked out. I'm going to turn off my debugging menu as well, just so there's no spam on the screen. And I just did that a little bit too low before. And I want to get a rail and a minecart with a chest. We want to get it right into those stairs. It's kind of my least favorite bit. Just doing this minecart takes a little jimmying to do. Oh, oh, oh. Hopefully it works. Oh, don't fall, don't fall. Come on, push it back in. I'm trying to straighten it out. We can break this now. Like I said, you gotta be very careful with it, you know? This is the part where I actually put the barrier down here, because then I can, like, actually just fall down a little bit. Ooh. See, I really don't like it being crooked. It's got to be straight, but it also has to be half out over the boat. Oh, well, we just flipped it entirely. That was something. Let's get out of flight. Just oh, so far so good. Oh, and it fell into place. Now that looks perfect. Almost. It's not entirely half. Okay, now it's definitely at least half. We'll leave it like that for now. We'll leave it like that. That should work. So this seems to be the first part of the setup. Now is the part where I got to bring in an alt account. Actually, I can do the Allay before I bring in the alt account. So there's the Allay spawn egg. There's a lead. Now watch this just be a circus. Because if I put that down, you got to get the Allay to go into the boat, and it does not like to go into the boat. Spoiler alert. So watch it now go in really easily, because I said that. Did it just work? Nah. Oh, look at that, he went in on his own. Good Allay. So that was what I thought was going to be the hardest part of this. The Allay is just in there. Our minecart is half over. So far this has actually gone really well. So I'm going to open to LAN 45815, start the world, and I'm going to, that's a different account. There we go, direct connect. 45815, join server. So my handy dandy alt account has just logged in. And what it's going to do, there's one box. Click on the boat and log out. So basically the Allay and the boat have logged out with the player. And while those are logged out, I can change the layout of this area for when it logs back in. Now the sea pickle seems to just be there to keep the boat elevated. If you delete the sea pickle, the Allay will be underneath where it needs to be. But these amethyst shards, just keep it a little bit higher. So those can go. And also, this area, if I had a chest in my inventory, chest, we can now make a double chest here. This is where our duped items are going to go. And then hopper in there. Hopper in there. Both of these hoppers should be pointing into the double chest. Very good. And the final hopper is actually going to be pointing back into our system here, pointing into that hopper. So 3 hoppers, and this will just stay sea pickle. All right, no hopper in there. Perfect, perfect. Now we're going to log back in our alt. And then I'm just going to shift and skedaddle and disconnect again. All right, so now we got an Allay perfectly centered into these hoppers. Redstone clock is set up. Everything seems all right. Watch it go terribly wrong while I'm actually recording. Just would be my luck. It was very tricky for me to work this out in the beginning. Not that I didn't invent it. Just, worked it out from other people's tutorials. All right, 2 shulkers and then a 3rd shulker. So the first shulker we're going to give to the Allay, and it has to be the same color as whatever shulker you're duping. So we chose a black shulker. Very nice, very nice. And then in this bottom dropper, I'm just going to put 2 shulkers that we want to dupe. You should do 2 of the same color. Even if one shulker has random stuff in it, you just need to have, in the beginning, 3 shulker boxes of the same color. All right. Look, he's very happy. He's got his shulker. We got 2 in our system. Minecart should be out enough. I've made a terrible mistake, if you're still watching, but we're going to fix it now. So we are going to be bringing in our options. Why can't I open to LAN again? Is it because I'm already open to LAN? That's it. Silly me. All right. Open to LAN again. I guess you just can't. Anyways. I've been doing this too long today. Click on the boat again and log out again. I forgot one little detail. We're going to put a chest here. Now it's magnificent. So now let's bring back the Allay again. And hey, maybe this just shows you can actually retroactively make a change. Alright. Now, this looks good. Boat is centered, a little bit of a gap there. Allay's got its item, chest there, minecart chest here, half out. It looks like it should be working, and if it's working, when we turn it on, duped items should start showing up in there. So let's connect it. Fingers crossed, because I don't want to record this again. That's 2. That's 4. Okay. So we are auto duping. So that's the dupe. So yeah, anyone that skipped over that bit where I put this chest back, they're gonna be a little bit disappointed. But if you watch the full video, you now can, in 1.19.4, make an auto dupe. So I didn't come up with this. I'm not trying to take credit for it, but I'm definitely making a tutorial for it because there's just not a lot out there. Thanks for watching. Oh, big shout out to player Fornicator. He helped me do some of the troubleshooting on this. And yeah. How do I stop recording?